Just hold on it. Just for today only we'll start at 9:15. And tomorrow it will be regular time. Well, good morning, guys. Yeah, online students, am I audible? So last day just faced a lot of problems in online, and the headset was replaced. We completely have a new one now, and I hope the problem won't repeat now. Okay. Unfortunately, video disabling option is not available in Zoom. I can't do it from my side. Okay. You need to increase the volume, yeah. You need to increase the volume. I can't. My volume is set to high. Okay. So volume should be set from your side. Is there any disturbance? I can do anything, but not a volume. Volume should be set from your side only. Okay, guys. So last day I just been explained to you like how you write a program. Yeah, the last two sessions we talked about how to write a program in C language, how to write a program in C++ language, how to write the program in Java, and finally we discussed how to write a program in C#. So I said you the process like step by step how the things got changed. Step by step how the things got changed. I just been said you. C language is procedural. To overcome that we have object oriented, but later we have drawbacks in object oriented. Change it to object oriented only, another style by using Java. Okay, and finally now in C# also we write the code like Java. So C# programs also the code will be very similar to the Java code. Okay, so this is what exactly we just been learned in the previous session. And finally, where we stopped it, guys, I just been stopped at like what are the softwares you just require to install. Muhammad, stop your video. Guys, stop your videos here. Be careful with your videos. All the online students, be careful with your videos. Okay. So we just been got the clear picture, like how you're going to write a program and all the things. Finally, also said you like the softwares that has to be installed. What software has to be installed? You just required to install the Visual Studio software. Guys, until the last session, I have posted all the videos in the Google Classroom. In the Google Classroom, all the 10 sessions were completed till Monday. Everything is posted in the Google Classroom, and also the installation guide, how to install the VS software, like what to select and install. I posted it there, and also the complete notes. Also the notes, everything is posted in the Google Classroom. You can download. Okay, offline students for you. Outside you have Raghavendra Xerox. Okay, there if you want, you can get the book of it. You can just purchase. He'll be selling you that book also if you want. Okay, the notes you can just carry. I suggest you carry this into the classroom because screen may not be visible to you for all the things. I need to increase the font size and all. In a sense, the document may not be visible, not the text what I write. Okay, so carry the book so it will be easy for you for just referring also. Okay. MVC notes is posted in MVC Classroom already. That's posted in MVC Classroom, Shrikant. Okay, fine. So today, let me tell you how to write yeah, this is all what we talked up in the last class. First thing what I said, you're writing a program by using different programming approach. And in this, we started from procedural programming, afterwards object-oriented programming. Then we came to know how to write a program in C++, then in Java, and finally in C#. Okay. Now, today I'll just show you guys how exactly we write a program. How exactly we are just going to write a program now. Okay, so concentrate all of you. If at all you want to write a program by using C#, if at all you wanted to write a program by using C#, there are some important things to remember. Writing a program by using C# language. C# language has a lot of standards to be followed while writing code. It has a lot of standards to be followed while writing the code. And these are the things. First point. It is a case sensitive language. It is a case sensitive language. Even C language is case sensitive. Okay. So we need to follow the below rules and conventions. What are rules? What are conventions? Rules means you must follow them here. You don't have an option to escape from there. Conventions means good practice. Rules means must follow. No chance to escape. Convention means it is only a good practice. It will be good to follow. That's all. It's not mandatory. Okay now? So we have the following set of rules and we have the following set of conventions also. Rule number 1. What the first rule say? All the keywords in the language must be in lowercase. What are these keywords? Recollect yourself here, you learned about keywords in C language also. Public, private, void, like this. We just have a set of keywords. In C language, we have 32 keywords. Refer to your C language textbook, 32 keywords are there. You will learn in the C. Same way Java, C# provides us 81 keywords for us. 81 keywords like public, private, static. I talk about all these particular keywords, different scenarios. We'll discuss about various keywords and all the things. And don't forget, all keywords must be in lowercase. Okay, now, and it's a rule. It is a rule. Second point. While consuming the libraries, names will be in Pascal case. While consuming the libraries, names will be in Pascal case. So here we'll have a doubt. What is the doubt? The doubt is like what is consuming the libraries? What is consuming the libraries? See, recollect yourself here. I was telling you about this particular point to you. In every language, libraries are very common. In every language, libraries are very common. So all programming languages will have libraries. All programming languages will have libraries. So these libraries are going to be very common in all the areas. Now, when we talk about these libraries, when we guys talk about this particular libraries, remember, what is that? In C language, we consume a library, printf, scanf and all. Java has libraries, .NET has libraries, everywhere libraries are common. Now we will be consuming the libraries in our applications now. Okay, so when you're consuming the libraries, names will be in Pascal case. Names will be in Pascal case. What is Pascal case? Concentrate on this. I want to write, hello, how are you? I want to write, hello, how are you? And guys, remember, this is uppercase. And this is lowercase. You know this. But in both the two cases, guys, they're not readable. They're not readable. Why they're not readable? Because I typed hello, how are you? You can understand here. If I don't know, if I don't say hello, how are you and type something, where to separate the word? Easy, huh? Where to separate the word? It's not readable. Okay? So we have two more options here. The third one is called Pascal case. Is it readable? Yes or not? This is very clear readable. Why? Every word is starting with a capital to tell that it's a separate word now. So we call this as Pascal case. Are you clear? We have one more thing, guys. This is also readable. This is also readable, but this is called as camel case. So generally four casing patterns here: uppercase, lowercase, Pascal case, camel case. What is camel case? Camel case means first word will be in lowercase. First word will be in the lowercase, and rest of the other words will be in Pascal case. See here, hello is in lowercase. How are you is in Pascal case. The combination of both these two things is called as camel case. So which one is going to be perfect, understandable, and readable? Pascal case. So C# follows Pascal case only, remember that. Java follows camel case. Java language follows camel case, and C# language follows Pascal case. So you see now, there is a library. There is a built-in function called as WriteLine. There is a built-in function called as WriteLine. Watch it, W capital, L capital. Notice the W capital and L capital. Okay, read line, R capital, L capital. That is called Pascal case. I hope you are clear. Tell me. Understood? So C# follows what? C# follows what? Pascal case. It is going to follow you Pascal case in this case. Right, again, voice breaking that. Not yet. The complete headset is replaced. We have a complete new headset now. The complete unit has been changed off. Where is the problem? Exactly. I was telling you so. The problem in the morning, 7 o'clock class, no problem. Again, for you, problem is. Is it fine now? Is it fine now? Am I audible, guys? Hello. Just check it out now. Check it out now. Am I audible now? You are on? Yeah. So fine. So the point here is we have different cases what the industry follows. One is uppercase, lowercase, Pascal case, camel case, and C# strictly follows Pascal case. We are in Pascal case, guys. Okay, now? Fine. Next. Third point. What is the third point? Sorry. Second point. No. We missed it. Yeah, third point only. Read this. While defining our own classes and members, to name them, we follow We can follow any casing pattern, but Pascal case is suggested. What is that? You're defining your own class. You're defining your own method. Last class I said you are a classes, collection of members, all the things. Now you're going to give name to them now. When you're giving a name, any case you can follow, but still the suggested option is follow Pascal case. But it's not a rule, guys. What is it? Convention means good practice and rule means mandatory. Understood? Wherever I mentioned the rule, what is the meaning? Mandatory. If I say convention, that's not mandatory, that's only optional. Point clear? Okay, next, the second point. A C# program should be saved with a .cs extension. A C# program should be saved with a .cs extension. You need to save it with a .cs extension. Some are telling voice is perfect and some are telling voice is not clear. I'm not able to follow you. See, we saved C programs with what extension? .c. Java. .java. Same as C++. .cpp. And C# programs are saved with .cs extension. C# programs are saved with .cs extension. Are you clear? Okay, so this is the third point. The C# program should be saved with a .cs extension. Next. Guys who are facing the problem, disconnect and connect once. Who are facing the problem, disconnect and connect once. Who are just facing the problem, disconnect and connect once. Reconnect, guys. Maybe it can be a network issue also because it is heavily raining here. For the convenience, that's why I ask. To provide you the today's video also. Did you reconnect, guys? Did you reconnect? Voice is clear, but it's very low. Guys, you need to use headphones. You need to use headphones, please. You just try your headphones, guys. Sound volume I cannot increase. Volume is not in my mic. Yeah, it is fine now. Fine with high. Videos are also not clear. Hey guys, I was wondering about that only. Every day I have 4 classes. I'm not facing problem with the 3 classes. This class only problem coming always. I don't know where is it the problem is. When you take that, why all is gone forever. Okay. Again, you can have a man, why does he come out? Mobile number check. Why does he check? Once you have a you I will doing the same thing. The only 7 class, I just get 4 class, and it doesn't call exactly this class, I didn't know. That's what confusion is. So this is the point 7 class is for the not the full cycle, I think fine. This class is something called nothing. Yeah, that is something. No, but not don't care. Hello, am I audible, please? Am I audible? Responsible. Okay. మాట్లాడుతుందా చూస్తే అవుతాడు అవుతాడు మంచి డెవలప్ మన చెప్తుంది అంతేకాదు ప్రారంభం లేదు అని కొనుక్కుంటే ఇది కాదు అది మైక్ అది బంద్ చేయదు ఆ వాల్యూమ్ బంద్ చేయదు అదే అసలు అసలు వస్తుంది అదే జోరుగా వస్తుంది అక్కడ అక్కడ వినిపించట్లేదు Hello. Am I audible, guys? Fine. Sorry, what's going on? Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah. So fine. So what are we talking? C# programs should be saved with a .cs extension. Like we saved C programs with a .c extension, C++ programs with a .cpp extension, Java programs with .java extension. C# programs must be saved with .cs extension. Is that clear? Fine. Next. Say, we can use any name as a file name under where we write the program, but class name is suggested to use as a file name also. What is that? Where you write your code here, you're going to write your code in a file and save the file now. And every file requires a name. What name should I give to my file? You can give any name as a file name here. You can give any name as a file name, but the most suggested and the most recommended option is use your class name as a file name. Suppose you are writing a class with a name called a test. Name the file also as test.cs. Test.cs. Is that clear? Fine. Next, to write programs in C#, we can use an IDE. Array, IDE means integrated development environment. Here in every language, these IDEs are very, very important. In C language, we used to write the code by using Turbo C IDE, right? Turbo C. For C++, we use Turbo C++. Java uses Notepad++. So many editors. But for for .NET, we have a very beautiful editor for writing the code called as Visual Studio. That is what I asked you to install in the last class. Is that clear? Visual Studio is the software what I asked you to install in the last class. And that is IDE what you will be using. And apart from that, guys, we can also write the code using Notepad also. We can also write the code by using Notepad also. And I said to you, see guys, the first 1 week means until I start object-oriented programming. Until I start object-oriented programming, I suggest all of you, means I will show you writing the code using Notepad only. The reason is Visual Studio is such beautifully designed by Microsoft. It has auto correction behaviors, auto correction syntaxes, and all the things will automatically happen. Syntaxes will be auto corrected and all. So because of that, we will not understand where to use uppercase, where to use lowercase, how to compile. We don't know everything, yeah, it will do everything. So that's why, to be familiar with syntaxes, this 1 week, let us write code using Notepad only. Let us write all the code by using Notepad. And once we are done, once we are just done with that one, before I start object-oriented programming, I will introduce you to Visual Studio. And then onwards, I'll show you how to write code in Visual Studio. Is my point clear, all of you? Yes or not? So till then, let us write our code using Notepad. We'll just write the complete code by using the Notepad, guys. That's better. Okay, now. Okay, so fine. That's what I'll do. I'll write the code by using the Notepad. So now, one more thing, guys. Because I said you, I'm writing the code using Notepad. Don't think like you don't require to install Visual Studio right now. You need to install. If you install Visual Studio only, then only you can write the code in Notepad. Why, sir? Otherwise, where will you get a compiler to compile the program? Where will you get the libraries? Installing Visual Studio is mandatory. Got it all? We are not using it for the time being, that's all. But you must install Visual Studio to write a program. Are you clear? So these are the rules and regulations to be followed. Next. Next. What next? Yeah. The next important thing is, guys, how do we... okay. So what I said to you in the last class, day before yesterday, in object-oriented programming, you need to write your code inside a class. Mandatory or optional? Mandatory or optional? Mandatory. The complete code should be inside the class now. So now the question arises, how to define a class? How to write a class code, sir? How to write a class? Okay, all of you, watch it. This is the syntax to define a class. This is the syntax to define a class. How do you define a class here? Watch. Modifiers, class, name of the class, and define all the members here. Define all the members here. Okay, watch guys. If the syntax, if I use a square braces anywhere, what is the meaning, you know? It's optional. If I use angular braces anywhere, what is the meaning? Any. Okay, now see, I want to define a class now. And every class requires a name. What name? What name can I give to the class? Any name you like. That's what is showing you. Name, angular braces. What it indicates? Any name. You can give any name you like. You can give your name as a name of the class, guys. You can give your name as a name of the class now. No issues. Okay, now. Next. Class. What is this class? It's a keyword. It's a keyword to tell we are defining a class. Did you understand or not? It is a keyword to tell we are defining a class. Did you get my point? Okay, exactly same as like we use struct keyword in C language to define a structure. To define structures, we use a struct keyword. Here we use class keyword. I'm pinpointing everything out of understand. Keyword, when I say keyword, that will be in lowercase. Already I said you on the top. All keywords must be in lowercase. And is a name. Names generally, what did I say? Names should be generally in Pascal case. Got it? Names in Pascal case. Keywords in lowercase. Okay, next, modifiers. What are modifiers? Are they mandatory or optional? Open the mouth here. They're optional. And understand it. Any also, both are there. Optional, any. Array, square braces are also there. Angular braces are optional and any. What are modifiers? Modifiers are some special keywords. Modifiers are some special keywords which you can use them on a class. Which you can use them on a class. Like what keywords? See here? They are the keywords I can use. Public, internal, static, abstract, partial, sealed. Like this, we just have a set of keywords. You'll be wondering now, or asking me a question, sir, what is the use of all these things? We'll talk here. We'll talk about every keyword when the time comes. Are you clear? But as of today, they're optional or mandatory? They're optional, so we don't require to take them seriously. When the situation comes, I will talk what is public, what is internal, what is static, what is abstract, what is partial, what is sealed when we use all these particular keywords on this. Okay, now read this point, first point. Modifiers are some special keywords that can be used on a class like public, internal, static, abstract, partial, sealed, etc. All these are the keywords I can just use on a class. And understand here, modifiers, not modifier, modifiers means you can use more than one modifier at a time. Public, static. Two modifiers I can use at a time now. Okay now? So are you clear with the first line? Any doubts? Read the second point also. Class is a keyword to tell that we are defining a class. Just like we used struct keyword to define a structure in C language. We use struct keyword to define structures in C language. Okay. Next, third point. Everything requires an identification. Yeah, we are identified with a name now. So like I said, everyone has a name. Class also requires a name. Next. Members refers to what? Contents of the class. What you want to write in the class. What we have, what is it? Your variables, functions. In C#, variables are called fields. Functions are called methods. Functions are called methods. I already said in the last class now. Another point I'm adding here. Variables are called as fields. Functions are called as methods. So we are going to define fields and methods inside the class now. Just a difference in the naming terminology, guys. Concept is same only. In C language, what we said, variables and functions. Okay, in Java, what we said, variables and methods. In C#, what we are telling, fields and methods. Just a difference in the terminology. That's all. I hope everyone is clear with the defining a class now. Yes or not? Now, every class requires, class requires, I define a class now, I want to run the class. If you want to run the class, remember, class requires A method. What method? Main method, guys. Your class requires a main method to run now. If you want your class to run, what it requires? A main method to run. You require to define a main method in the class to run now. Point clearer or not? So you need to define a main method in your class to run that class. How to write a main method? Look, guys. This is the syntax to define the main method. Look. Look at this. Syntax to define main method in the class. How do you write? First, static. Already in the last class, I given you a clear explanation for you why to write the method as static. Remember or not? In Java and C# language, main method should be declared as static. Then only you can start the execution from there without creating the instance. Without creating the instance of the class. Object only, you're right. But in Java, we call object, not in C#. In C#, what did I say? We call instance. If you want to start the execution without creating instance of the class, what do you need? The static keyword. Okay now? So that is the important thing. Next, void. Void indicates the method is non-value returning. Methods are two types. Recollect here, we learned in C language, functions are two types. Value returning, non-value returning. Value return function will return some value. Non-value returning function means it's not going to return any result. Okay, so what void indicates that the function is non-value returning. It doesn't return any value. Okay, now third one, main. What is that name of the method here? That is the name of the method. Are you clear? One thing I want to remember you again and again. We don't have to call main method. You never call main method in any language, Ankit. In any language, you don't call the main method. Main method is implicitly called. I call operating system will call the main method. I never call. I define it. Who calls? Other methods I should call, but not the main method. Okay? Main. See, in C#, it's a thumb rule, remember, all names will be in Pascal case only. All names will be in the Pascal case. See, main is the name of the method now. Watch it. M is in capital. It's the Pascal case. In C, Java and all we write in lowercase. But in C#, one thumb rule always remember. Every time names will be Pascal case. If I say name, it's Pascal case. Okay, now, next, string args. Recollect, you looked at this in Java also. Last day I said you, in Java, string args, mandatory or optional? In Java mandatory or in C# optional? In Java mandatory, in C# optional. That's why, look at once. That is Java program. Watch it. Public static void main string args. Mandatory. See that, look at C#. Static void main. That's all. See, static is a keyword, lowercase. Void is a keyword, lowercase. Main, name, Pascal case. Mandatory? Yes, it is mandatory. Okay now? So here string args is mandatory or optional? In C#, string args is mandatory or optional? It is optional, guys, not mandatory. So point I want to clarify to all is, in C#, it is not going to be mandatory. It is just only optional. Okay now? So, and all of you just put this in the mind. Put this in the mind. What is that? Because I'm saying, sorry. Why to use that string args? I'll teach you. I'm not going to skip that, but that is optional, I'm telling you. But when the time comes, I'll tell you why to use the string args, when to use the string args. I'll teach you that also. Are you clear? See, optional doesn't mean that I'm not going to talk about that. Optional meant by I will talk about them when the situation comes. Are you clear? So mandatory things we should use now. Optional things we use situational. Okay, so this is how you write a main method. Is it clear? What is statements? Statements refers to the logic you want to implement, guys. Statements refers to the logic we wanted to implement. We want to write some logic there now. So statements refers to the logic that we wanted to implement at that location now. Is the point clear, all of you? Yes or not? Understood now? So that is what exactly the how you define the main methods in the class now. Okay? Fine. Just a second. All of you can read these few points, guys. Read it. First point. Static is a keyword. We used to declare a member as static member, and if a member is declared as static, instance of the class is not required to call or execute it. In C#, main method should be declared as static to start the execution from there. If you want to start the execution from there, it should be static. Second point. Void is also a keyword to specify that the method is non-value returning. Okay, third point. Main is the name of the method. You can't change the name, guys. And moreover, it should be in Pascal case only. It should be in Pascal case only. Fourth point. If required means optional. We can pass parameters to main method, but should be of type string array only. Next. The statement refers to the logic we want to implement. We want to write some logic there now. The statement refers to that logic. Can we call main method using? From where will you call? Array, we don't call here. Again, you're asking, can we call? You can call static methods by using class name, but you never call main. Main is implicitly called. Did you understand, Asharam? Main is implicitly called. We never call. Yeah. So that's what. Shall we follow all these rules now, and shall we write a simple program now? Yeah, we'll start with the simple program, how to write a program, how to save it, how to compile it. I'll show you all the things. Watch. What you do is, guys, first, I'm doing one thing. I'm going to create a new folder in this, on the E drive, guys. On the E drive, I'm going to create a new folder. That your choice here where you want to create. But my suggestion to you is don't do on C drive. I already said in the last class, dedicate C drive completely for your softwares only. Your programs or your personal things, so don't save on the C drive, D drive or E drive, where you want. I'm doing on E drive. On E drive, I'm creating a folder. What is the name? C#9. C#9. Just nothing here. Our class timings have taken, that's all. So from today, every program I will save into that folder. Okay, now from today, every program I will save into that folder until our class is completed. All programs I will save in the same folder, and that is on E drive. And when you're creating the folders, I'm telling you, warning you all, not telling you, warning you all, no spaces, no special characters. Understood, all of you? Two things remember. One, no spaces. All of you have the habit of giving spaces in the middle. Second thing, special characters. So C# means you write C#. Don't do that. No special characters. Only alphanumerics. Okay, now? So make a habit of using only alphanumerics. Don't use spaces anywhere and don't use special characters anywhere. That's what I'm just telling you. Strictly follow it. Okay, I created the folder now. Next. I'm opening Notepad. Where did what did I say? I will write code in Notepad. I said, I'm opening the Notepad. Yeah, this is the Notepad. Now let us write a program now. How to write a program? What do you want to write? A class, right? Array, what do you want to write here? A class, correct? Okay. How to write? Class. Keyword, lowercase. Name of the class. Any name you want to give. This is my first class. So I want to name it as class first. This is my first class and I want to name it as class first. Okay now? Open the braces now. Next. To run this, we need to write a main method in the class now. Come on, how to write? Static, keyword, lowercase, void, keyword, lowercase. Remember, class, static, void. These three are keywords present in lowercase. First and main are names, so they are present in Pascal case. Okay. Now I want to print some message. What message? My first C# program. Something else, older, whatever it is. I want to print my first C# program. If you want to print anything in C language, we use a function called printf, scanf. Are you clear? For printing printf, for taking the input scanf. Same way, in C++, we use a function called cout. In Java, we use a function called system.out.println. Every language has its own libraries, don't forget. In C#, how do you write? Watch it, guys, all of you. System.console.writeline. Everything is in Pascal case, watch it. System, console, writeline. All are in Pascal case. Is what I said, your libraries will be in Pascal case. You'll have it out now. Sir, you said names are in Pascal case. Array, writeline is nothing but name only. Yaar. Right line is nothing but name only. Console is also a name. System is also a name. You'll be having it out. Sir, what names? I'll explain you. We'll talk about that particular thing. Okay? I'll talk about that, but these are nothing but names only. System is also a name. Console is also a name. And right line is also a name. Okay? Next. Here, write your message. What? My first C# program using Notepad. Is that clear, all of you? I want to print the message now. What is the message? My first C#. In which case should I write here? In double quotes, whatever you want, you write it. No problem at all. When you're putting in the double quotes, write whatever you want. No case sensitiveness, nothing problem. No need to discuss on that at all. Is it clearer, all of you? Okay, so that's what. Yeah, my first program using Suit. Now tell me, my program is ready now. My code is ready. Okay, what to do? Save it. What name? All names in Pascal case. Class name is also name only, na? All names in Pascal case only. What is the name? First.cs. Where we plan to save? E drive. I created one folder with the name called C#9. We plan to save it there now, right? Okay, come on. File menu, save. E drive, C#9, first.cs. Click on save. Done. Saved, guys. You're saved now. Okay, that's saved. What next? What next you'll do? You need to compile the program now. The next step is to compile the program. How to compile the program? When you install the Visual Studio software on your machine, it will provide you one special command prompt. It will provide you one special command prompt called as developer command prompt. It will provide you one special command prompt called as developer command prompt. Okay, now, so you need to open that. Go to Windows search and search for can you see that? Okay, now, which version? VS 2022. So click on that. It opens you the developer command prompt. By default, it will be pointing to the location where the software is installed. By default, it will be pointing to the location where the software is installed. Where is it installed? It is installed in so-and-so location, guys. See, guys, program files, Microsoft Visual Studio. Under that, 2022 Enterprise. Are you clear? Okay. Maybe on my system, I have an Enterprise edition here because we have licenses. We need to purchase licenses. But for you, you will get community. And I said, your community works, no issues for you. But we are in business, we need licensing and all. So we use enterprise versions. Okay, these are all licensed softwares. Okay, and for you, community is a free edition. You can use it without any doubts. Now, what to do? Go to your folder. Where do we save? Which drive? E drive. How to change the drive? I'm in C drive now. How to change the drive? How to change the drive? Drive name colon. It is a drive name colon. That is the command to change the drive. Okay? Enter. Not CD. CD is to change the folder, not drive. To change the drive, you require to use a drive name colon. Got it? Now, go to your folder. What's your folder? C#9. How to change the folder? CD C#9. To change the drive, this is the command. To change the folder, this is the command. CD, the name of the folder. Yeah, you're now pointing to this location now. Are you clear? What next? Compile the program. How to compile? Watch. CSC means C# compiler. Name of the file. What is the name of your file? First.cs. Hit enter. Compile. If there are any errors, it will show you the errors on screen. No errors now, so did not show you. What is it simply showing you? Microsoft Visual Studio C# compiler, something it is showing you, that's all. It is not showing any messages. And observe it, guys, all of you. The program is compiled and generated an output file. What are the names? You need to run that file now. You need to run that file. How to run? First.exe. Are you clear? You don't install CSC compiler, install Visual Studio. You don't install CSC compiler, install Visual Studio, that will provide you the CSC compiler. You don't require to install anything. Install Visual Studio, that's all. Nothing else. Install Visual Studio in the pattern what I explained you in the last. I also posted the notes in the Google Classroom. Follow that and install. Nothing you require more than that. Got it, all of you? Okay, so that's what. And now execute the file. How to execute? You need to run the exe file. And see, guys, you say first also it will execute. No need to give extension. Are you clear? Don't give first.cs. Don't give first.cs there. Most of the people will say first.es. No, not first.e. Either first or first.ex. Okay, I will one more time explain you the complete process in detail for you. But meanwhile, the complete, yeah, you can just see the complete notes is available in a detailed format. How to save the program, how to compile the program, all the things you can see. Where to use uppercase, I highlighted the characters for you, see. Clear? Where to use uppercase, I highlighted the characters for you. Okay, so just afterwards, where to save the program, anywhere you save it, create a folder. See, for you, I created a folder with a name called C# in the document. In the document, always the folder name will be C#. Next, compilation of the program. See the syntax. CSC, first.cs. Okay, now, next, execution. How do you execute? First, enter. Just first and enter. Okay, now, okay, follow this process, all of you. Just try to write a program, compile and save it. I'll explain you one more time in the tomorrow session. And also I'll explain you each and everything. What is system, what is console, what is right line, how does it execute? Everything I'll give an explanation. Okay, yeah, today because of the meeting change and all the we got messed up. But from tomorrow, guys, I'll start the session by sharp 8:45. Is that clear? From tomorrow, I'll start the session by sharp 8:45. By 8:45, by 10, we'll finish the class. Okay, now let's stop the heads. We'll meet tomorrow. What do you mean by libraries and names? Both are same Pascal case. You're consuming libraries here. You're consuming the libraries. In the libraries, you have classes and all. I'm talking about names of those classes and names of the methods. Yes, you can go ahead. No need to again say, I have a question. Directly pose your question. Asram, I already explained you this one. This is not a user-defined code. This is predefined. This is not a predefined code. This is user-defined code. Here, there is a property called validation message property. For the validation message property, they are assigning a message. And this is user-defined code. And what is messenger? What is validation? You need to tell that. That is your own code. Your own code, I can't explain you.
ASP.NET now create some required some knowledge for it.
No, not now. Go for HTML, JavaScript, and SQL Server classes, not ASP. Okay. Google Classroom లో పెట్టాను. Google Classroom లో పెట్టాను అన్ని అక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకోవచ్చు. అదొకటి స్కామిల్ కేస్. Google Classroom మీరు ఫీజు కడితే మిమ్మల్ని యాడ్ చేస్తారు అందులో. అది I'll tell you money. I'll tell you wait how to use Visual Studio. I'll tell you. Yeah, it will be almost similar to Java. This is what I said to you. C# was influenced from Java. Okay, guys, we'll talk more in the next session. Yeah. Contact Arvind, they will give you the contact Arvind, they will give you the Google access. Check the notes, Rishikesh. That will be as specified in the notes only.